I'm Randy and I make candy, and today I'm making cherry cordials. Stick around. Greetings, my confectionery compadres, and welcome to Randy Makes Candy, where I help you make tasty treats that people love to eat. Today, we're making cherry cordials for Valentine's Day. I know it's not even February yet, but after you make these, it takes about a week for the magic to happen. So today, I'm going to show you how to make them. Next week, I'll show you how they turn out, and that gives you a week before Valentine's Day to make them yourself. Mrs. Randy Makes Candy was a senior project manager for several multinational companies. She's the one who taught me the critical path planning method. Today's tasty treat was suggested by our compadre Lizard Wizard, and as always, I'd love to hear about your results if you decide to make your own cherry cordials, as well as suggestions for other recipes you'd like to see in future videos. Okay, let's make this happen. To make this recipe, you'll need a couple dozen maraschino cherries with stems. You can use cherries without stems, but I think these are nicer. 28 grams of room temperature butter, 1.5 teaspoons of light corn syrup, 1 teaspoon of invertase, 1 tablespoon of reserved cherry liquid, 340 grams of chocolate melting wafers or chips, and 188 grams of sifted powdered sugar. Invertase is an enzyme that liquefies sugar. That's how you get that amazing liquid center in the cordial. It's also the ingredient that takes a week to work. You can make these without invertase and they'll be acceptable, but here in the candy kitchen, acceptable just isn't. And here's a fun fact about invertase. While it's produced by a number of different plants, only one living creature is known to produce invertase, the honeybee. They use it to convert nectar into honey. You'll also need a mixing bowl. I'm using a stand mixer, but you can do this by hand. Something in which to melt your chocolate, and a cutting board or baking sheet lined with silpat, parchment, or waxed paper. Okay, let's make some candy. Save a tablespoon of the cherry liquid, then drain the rest. And place the cherries on some paper towels to dry a bit. Combine the butter, corn syrup, invertase, and reserved cherry liquid, and mix until combined. Add the powdered sugar, then mix on low speed until the dough comes together. The mixture should be soft, but not too sticky to handle. If necessary, you can add a little more powdered sugar. Take a bit of the dough and flatten it into a disc about 2 inches across. Place a cherry stem up in the center of the disc and work the mixture until it completely covers the cherry. Place it on a lined baking sheet or cutting board, and repeat until all the cherries are covered. Put them in the refrigerator while you prepare your chocolate. Melt your wafers or temper your chocolate. When the chocolate's ready, take the covered cherries by the stem and dip just the bottom in the chocolate. This gives the candy a thicker bottom, which will help prevent the liquid from leaking out. When you're finished, start over, dipping the entire cherry. Don't leave any of it uncovered. Let the excess chocolate run off and place it on the cutting board to set. And that's it. Okay, let's have a taste. This is what they'll be like if you don't use the invertase. Slanchiva. Okay, I know I said these would just be acceptable, but man, they're really good. The dark chocolate pairs nicely with the sugary dough, and you know how much I love cherries, but they're going to be so much better in a week. Wait and see. You really ought to try these. If you enjoyed your time here in the Candy Kitchen, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope you'll join me next time. I'm Randy and I make candy, and today I'm throwing cherry cordials around. Only one living creature is known to produce invertase, the honeybee. They use it to convert nectar from honey. No, they don't.